Good evening, YouTube. It's almost actually 11 o'clock at this rate. Yeah, I get that right. About 10 till. Sir and Disney here with yet another daily vlog. Hi guys and girls, how are you doing today? I just got back from B-Dubs about 25 minutes ago. But before that, before I got started on this video tonight, I decided to watch the brand new video that Tim and Jen just posted about 4 parks in one day. Something I know a whole lot about. So they had some fun at all 4 parks. And I'll tell you right now, if you're a Disney veteran like myself, excuse me, it's something everyone needs to try at least once. If you're looking for something to do and you're looking for new things to do and new things to try, and you've done everything a billion times, why don't you just add it together? Now, if this is a first-timer, I really wouldn't recommend it. I have first-hand experience of what happens when you bring a first-timer on a 4 parks in one day. Not pretty at all. But if you've done it a billion times and you want to try something new, I suggest it. Excuse me. Set a goal for yourself. Set how many rides and attractions or shows you want to do in each park. Figure out your game plan of how to get to each park. Utilize magic hours while you still can. And utilize your time the best possible way you can. Whether you have a vehicle or you depend on Disney transportation. Which can be good or bad depending on the day and the time of day. Just depends on where you are, really. Because sometimes you can get really lucky and actually knock your time out really quickly. Or sometimes you kind of get gypped and you pretty much run into a big problem in trying to accomplish your goal. I've had that problem in the past, but I've still been able to achieve 4 parks in one day the way I wanted to. Now, 4 parks in one day for me would be to start with, if anybody wants to start it, do one thing at each park. So we start with that. And then you start doing 2 things at each park. And you start doing 3 things at each park. And then you have to start doing an attraction, a show at each park to go with your attractions. And you only get to use Disney transportation. And you have to eat twice during the day. Counter service for lunch, table service for dinner. Or, in my case, you really want to go hardcore, 2 table services. So, if you can get through that, and you're fine, then you can move on to even more, like, for example, you have to set a time limit. You have to see when you have to get into the park by whichever time. You have to make sure you do everything on a time crunch. And you have to make sure you can figure out everything before you even start. And then after you accomplish 4 parks in one day, then you can start adding on. You can do stuff like I've done, like 6 parks in one day. Which all 4 Disney parks cab over to Universal, do both Universal and Islands, on top of a TNA Impact taping that night, and finish with Hollywood Drive-In Golf. Plus, eating at Le Cellier for lunch and Hard Rock Cafe for dinner. So, that's something I wouldn't recommend doing, but it knocked off the bucket list. It wasn't something that I had to do, it's something I wanted to do. And I think I am going to 100% do this in September, for sure. I don't know about the 6 parks in one day. It depends on how I can work out transportation. Because it seems to me, from what I'm reading on the website, the $19 price for Mears has went up to $21. So that's fine. I can roll with that. That's no problem. I'm down for 13 days. So I might take on 6 parks in one day. I'm thinking about something absolutely outrageous, but I don't know if I want to try to attempt it. This would be the last and only year I probably could do it. I'm contemplating doing 8 parks in one day. Yeah. Rather insane. Typhoon, Blizzard, all 4 Disney parks, Universal, and Islands of Adventure. With Hollywood Drive-In Golf thrown in there as well. And if I have time, yep, that's right, go to Winter Summerland at Blizzard Beach and knock out 2 mini golf courses, 2 water parks, and 6 theme parks in one day. Now, once I get the September dates, I think I may try this. Doing Wishes, Fantasmic, and Illuminations in one night in December was pretty awesome. And I like a challenge. I really do. I've done the parks over and over again, and when it comes down to it, I'm always looking for a new challenge. Now, this is something I wouldn't take anyone through, but this is something for myself, and I can utilize single rider line that way as well. So I can kill a lot of time. What I'm thinking I'm going to do, it's going to be 8 parks in one day. I'm going to do, this is going to be insane, by the way. I'm going to get the water parks out of the way first, so we're fine with that. Go to Blizzard and just hit a couple attractions. Go to Typhoon, hit a couple attractions. Go to Animal Kingdom, Everest, Dinosaur, Primeval Whirl, and if I have time, I will do one of the Wilderness Explorer badges. Go to the studios, Toy Story Mania, Muppets, maybe Star Tours. Since I don't have anything I can do with an interactive game at the studios, might do a show. Haven't quite decided yet. Epcot, Test Track, Soarin', Mission Space, Agent P. Magic Kingdom, Space Mountain, Haunted Mansion. I have to think about that. But definitely want to be able to do this. And something I'm thinking about. I have to figure out if it's possible. Now, people told me 6 parks in one day was crazy. And trust me, it absolutely was. It wore me out to no end. But doing 8? It might be a little insane. Furthermore, on top of doing Hollywood Drive-In Golf, if the timing would work out correct, I would end the night at Splitsville with a nice game of bowling. So it'd be 2 water parks. Technically 4 mini golf courses. It's 2 mini golf courses, but it's 2 18-hole courses each. 6 theme parks, 2 awesome meals, Disney transportation and Mears transportation, and finish it all off at Downtown Disney with bowling at Splitsville. Now, I don't know if this can be done, but if anyone can do it, I can. And I think I'm going to take this on, because this may be my last year for the annual pass that I have. Now, I'm going to stick with a regular annual pass, because I don't really need the water parks. I like the water parks, don't get me wrong, they're awesome. I don't really need the water parks or Disney Quest. I will this year, obviously, because Will's going to want to do those. So I'm going to go ahead and keep those for this year, because I've already had my annual pass. I just have to turn it in for a real one. Hopefully one with an RFID chip, and I get one of those magic bands. Well, it looks awesome, and I can't wait to get one. Give me a blue or green one. Look amazing. But this may be my last year to do this. And it's a crazy, crazy thing to do. But I think I'm going to do it. And I'm pretty positive I'm going to do it. Halloween Horror Nights this year, we'll see as we get closer. I think it's pretty possible. I think it's probably going to happen. We'll find out as we get closer to the time, probably sometime in the next couple of months, what the houses will be, what the scare zones will be, if there's an icon, who it's going to be, what the IPs will be, and then I'll be able to make my decision based on that. I think I'm going back to Halloween Horror Nights, if anything, just so I can get a Bill and Ted. As Bill and Ted is definitely worth the price of admission. And I'm an annual pass holder, so it's cheaper, so I might just do it. I haven't quite decided. Definitely doing the Halloween party, because it's not in September without doing the Halloween party. So a Halloween party and Christmas party every year from this moment on, from last year all the way until I moved down to Orlando 2017. And then after that, of course, I'm still going to do this stuff, but I'll have a lot better discounts because I'll be a Florida resident. So, this is pretty much just to tell everyone that I am going to attempt something very crazy. This 8 parks, 8 theme parks, 2 water parks, 4 holes of miniature golf, 2 meals, and finishing off at Splitsville. This is crazy. This is insane. This is something I'm going to do because I can. And I'm going to take you guys with me for everything. Next year, well, this year, next year I'm going to take my dad and my stepmom with me, and it's going to be interesting to see how that works. But you guys will meet them on video next year. But this year, September at least, I'm going to take you guys everywhere. We're going to go to every park. And I'm going to have you guys with me for this entire challenge. If anything, I'll shoot a couple videos here and there, and since I don't edit, what I'll probably do is do multiple parts of the video. I'll make sure I have my charger with me so I can have everything charged. I'll make sure I know how to use my regular camera by then, and I'll make sure I have my digital camera with me as well, so I have a way to shoot video at all times. And you guys will join me for this mission. And that's when you want to follow me on Twitter, if you haven't yet, at Sir Owen Disney, because I will give updates, and timed updates. So there's no doubt in your mind that I'm doing this. And once I figure out how to do pictures along with the updates, oh, it's going to be fun. Because I can guarantee you that I'm not just posting something random. And I'm not just checking in a Foursquare, a place I'm not. I'm going to show you guys how to do 8 parks in one day and live to tell about it. But that's just my Disney challenge, my Disney Universal challenge. I've had an idea to maybe do a roller coaster challenge, to do the roller coasters at Disney, the roller coaster at Universal, and the roller coasters at SeaWorld. But the time frame doesn't work, and I don't think I could figure it out with Mears Transportation. Might be something I could try in the next couple of years. I think 2015, I'm going to Busch Gardens finally. So I want to go to Busch Gardens and knock those out because I haven't, no Kumba, no Cheetah Hunt. I want to knock out the Busch Gardens coasters because I've never been to Busch Gardens in Tampa before. So I think I'm going to do that for sure. 2015 is supposed to be the World and Land in the same trip. That's still up in the air. It just depends on how the money is by then. As I pace around my house, and you guys can follow me around my my nice living room here. Oh yeah, still having a total problem with the trough. Like I said, it rained a lot, and then it snowed, and it rained some more, and now it's snowed again. So needless to say, the trough has been out of control. So luckily, that's under control now, thanks to my cousin, thankfully. He took care of that today, and I'm very thankful for that. So I'll thank him in person, but I'm going to thank him over YouTube here, because he'll probably never see the video. But still, thank you, by the way, for doing that. You didn't have to, and I very much appreciate that you did. It won't get out of control again, I promise. Mom, I know you're watching. I promise it won't. But I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I'm having some food because I'm still hungry. I only had 5 Parmesan garlic wings for dinner tonight because I'm trying to conserve money. Even though I get paid tomorrow morning, most of that's already taken care of. The $50 out of each paycheck to go towards my moving fund, which I think puts me finally over $1,200 in there, which is an awesome place to start. And my $100 for my rent, so my check's probably about 20 bucks, if that, so I'll live on that for a while. I'm good. If I have to break into the account, I will. No problems, don't worry. And I'll get my taxes taken care of as soon as my mom gets home. So sometime next week I'll have my taxes done. Once I figure out this 1098 DVC thing, don't know exactly how that works. Never had 1098 before, don't know how to tackle that. But I'm sure my mom will, so we'll be able to take care of that. And once again, thank you guys for watching the videos. Thank you for enjoying the videos. Tell your friends if you like the videos. Leave comments, subscribe, all that jazz. Follow me on Twitter at Sir Owen Disney. You can find me on Facebook if you wish. I mean, I play games. Is basically what I use Facebook for. But I'm always on Twitter. I'm always updating. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. And if you guys, once again, I know you don't like to leave comments. I understand that. That's no problem. The people that have, thank you. But if you have any ideas on how to take on this monumentous challenge for September this year, leave me a comment, tweet me, do whatever you need to do. Get to me somehow so I don't die of exhaustion that day that I decide to take on this extreme challenge. So, I'm going to get off here, figure out what I want for food. I'm going to watch TNA Impact, and of course tomorrow I will shoot the video, and I will tell you what I thought of TNA Impact live from the UK tonight. Well, live to tape from the UK tonight. And I will give you my opinions on TNA tomorrow. Saturday, where our plus and minus is going to be Disney's Hollywood Studios, and then Saturday night is the WDW Today live podcast, which hopefully will finally be the answer to Reunion 2013 dates, and then I can book right away. I don't know, there's nothing to do on Sunday. There's really nothing going on that I can think of, so I don't know what I'm going to do on Sunday. I'll have to figure that out. But I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I've rambled a lot more than I was anticipating on tonight, given the fact I did not even really have a topic when I got here. But thanks to Tim and Jen, once again, for giving me inspiration to shoot another video tonight. You guys, Jen, you did a great job when your 4 parks in one day challenge. Glad you enjoyed yourself. Tim, I'm sorry you couldn't make it because you had to paint and work, and vice versa. So, hopefully you can go next time, and hopefully, somehow, some way, in the next 2 times I'm down, either September or December, we can all hook up and we can hang out and we can chill, go ride rides, and talk and be on each other's YouTube channels. That'd be pretty awesome. So, I'm going to go and get off here. Thanks again for watching, and until tomorrow, that's all I got to say about that.